We live out. Somebody check the sound. I can check the sound myself. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to bend down with this camera.
And I do have to flip over the cameras on the bottom.
What's up?
I say I do have to flip over the cameras on the bottom too.
What you mean?
The cameras on the bottom of the phone.
That's fine. That don't mean nothing. Y'all clear. I can see y'all. Just trying to make sure that the audio is on. Okay, con. All right, y'all got it. Yep. Let's go.
All right, shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, I get all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'Shem,
Shad, Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
Divine Star Apostle, Great Millstone, peace, salutation, hope, collect. Let's go work the truth to sick, all right? Hey, man, this world is done.
That's right.
This world is fucking done, man. All right, because ain't nowhere in hell that people trying to enjoy, you know, this pride of life, okay? This world is through, man.
That's right.
Give me 1 John 2:15.
That's right. It's through.
Yeah, ain't no fun. Ain't no fun in this world, man.
Yeah, and then hold on deck, 2nd Ezra 8:50 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, now this is an excellent topic. Cause that mirth, man. It ain't finna be no more mirth in Babylon anymore.
Nope.
You see? That home of the land of the free, home of the brave.
Yeah.
That whole college shit, you know.
Spring break.
Yeah, all the fun. The fun time is finna be over real soon, man. And it is already over spiritually. It just got to catch up to the physical reality, you know.
Well, now
but
it's about to be over financially.
That's the point.
This 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Love not the world, love not anything in the world, man. All the things that you see out here that's going on, you know, as far as our people go, man, they love this bread, circuses, and all this stuff, man. All right? They love this world, man. You know, they love Esau's world.
Yeah.
All right?
And one thing I want to say, remember that these epistles are delivered unto the believers. Okay? These epistles that the prophets were sending out was sent to churches so the men of the Lord, the believers, could get themselves together. So this is for us. Okay? Love not the world. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Uh-huh.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him."
Right. Majority of these people don't believe. They don't believe in the Heavenly Father, man, because they believe in this worldly system. Okay? So the Heavenly Father is not in you if you don't believe in this truth. All right? The truth comes before anything, man.
Yep.
All right? Read that part again.
It says, "If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him."
So majority of these people don't love the Lord, man. You're talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Fuck these other evils.
Yeah.
This they world.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now,
Yep.
You know?
Go ahead, it says, "For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father."
Exactly. So craving of the eyes, craving of the flesh. All right? Craving of the wantonness is not of the Heavenly Father, man. Because
The distractions, the medium, the bread and circuses. Yeah, give examples. You know, the bread and circuses.
Yeah, the internet.
The internet.
Mainly the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like this brother mentioned about the main distraction.
Yep. The wickedness that comes from that.
Yep.
So if you love in the world, well then if you love this current world right now, that means you are not in tune with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because if you love this world, and the Lord is finna destroy this world, see? You loving this world is gonna be your downfall because the Lord is finna flip this world upside down. There's no future.
That's right.
You see? You Israelites, you jakes that know that you're Israelites, y'all still trying to make a way in Babylon. You see? You try to be Israelites in slavery. You trying to be Israelites in captivity. You know? Babylonian Israelites, basically. Okay?
Like you mentioned, like they trying to take like half of the truth and half of the world, man. That don't go together.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You can't, you know, it's like, you know, straddling the fence, so to speak.
It says, what is of the world?
Hey, Shalom, Yakawal, Yabashin Bakata. Yeah, Babylonian Israelites. Jake want to be in Babylon and build in Babylon, but then they want to call themselves going out on the highways and hedges. And then after going out on the streets, they have their whole world set up to build finances and make merchandise and do videos and, you know, do these debates and, yeah, do all this other extra shit, man. Well, guess what? This world is about to end, man. Y'all people don't know what's finna take place. All right? It's finna be a famine. Hyper, you think prices is rising up now. Wait until it's hyperinflated. You see? So if you love this world, you're not gonna be able to when it crashes, you're not gonna know what to do. See? And ultimately you're gonna take that C-hip. Because you want to be a part of the world. Well, if you take that C-hip, that's gonna be your destruction. Go ahead.
It says, in the world passeth away.
We'll read it again.
In the world passeth
No.
away.
Read the verse again.
This is 1 John 2:16. Again, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
Yeah, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes. Okay? Now remember, hell, even John the Revelator, he marveled at the whore. You see? Because the whore was, you know, was beautiful, so to speak. You know? He marveled at it. And the angel like, hey, this bitch finna be destroyed, man. You know? So you got Jakes actually marveling at the way of this world. That's the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes. You can do what thy will. Whatever your flesh wants, it can actually get it in this world, in this society. You know? You can be what you want to be. Do what you want to do. Yeah.
It's a carefree society.
Yeah.
You want to live carefree.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And do everything with their desired pleasure. Here in Babylon.
Con.
So Jeremiah 51
That's the spirit out
and verse 6. Verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon.
Woo.
And deliver every man his soul.
How you flee out the midst of Babylon? Get your mental state out of Babylon. Don't do the same shit they doing, man. I mean, hey, it's cool to have a little fun, but don't venture off into that shit. Deep into it, man.
Well, fleeing out of the midst of Babylon is the mindset, though. Coming into the truth.
Back it up with that.
It's to separate. And when you go into that word, Slakia, I'll let you finish. When you go into flee out of the mist, when you go into that word mist, I believe it goes back into separation. You know, get up out, flee out of the mist of Babylon. So you got to actually separate yourself mentally from this place. Mentally and spiritually from this place. Okay? And I can look it up, actually. I'll look it up. You can finish it.
Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity.
Right, don't be caught off in the wickedness of this place.
Yeah, and if you get being cut off in that in iniquity, it's ultimately being destroyed by the thermonuclear missiles. So don't be cut off in her sin. Don't partake in this world, man. Because the Lord is finna turn this place upside down, man. You Jake's gotta understand that. You know? What's that verse you had out? Jeremiah.
I got it. Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. But out of the midst.
Jeremiah 51 and what?
6.
Oh yeah, right. 6. Flee out of the mist. And it says damn, my phone tripping. Among, through, between, among. Yeah, the confusion of this place. Okay, here we go. It says from among as to take or separate. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. So you got to separate from this world because this place is of confusion. You know? So flee ye out of the midst of Babal. Babal means Babylon. I mean, Babal is meaning confusion. So flee out of the way of the confusion of this world. Okay? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord. Shai's vengeance.
See, this is the time of the Lord. Salaki, I'm sorry. Read that again.
Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
See, this is the time of the Lord. This is the time of the Lord's vengeance. Put it in the middle. Console out. Kind of straighten it out. This way. This way out. Yep. That's good. That's good. Okay. Get that sign in there. There we go. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon. Deliver every man his soul.
And deliver every man his soul, meaning save yourself. Okay? Save yourself from Babylon. How can you save yourself? By coming into this truth, man. That's how you can save yourself. By doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shai. Go ahead.
And deliver every man his soul.
Go ahead.
Be not cut off in her iniquity.
Be not cut off in her iniquity. So when this place is finna go up in flames, you're gonna have to be separated from it. Ultimately, if you are a part of that hopeful elect, you're gonna get beamed up. You see? Because that's the end goal. This is the reason why we must separate so we can get up out of this place. You know? I mean, Salakia, we must separate so we won't be destroyed with this place. Because this is the end. Go ahead.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
See, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. And the Lord's vengeance is going to come in the way of the thermonuclear missiles. See? But before the thermonuclear missiles, we're going to have a series of polycrises, so to speak. We're going to have famines. We're going to have uproars of the people. We're going to have martial law. Okay? There's going to be pestilences. Hold on. Get Jeremiah. You know, I can get it. Financial crashes. Okay? The cashless society. All right? There's going to be the love of many shall wax cold. That's a civil war.
There's going to be wars amongst the nations too.
Yep.
And all the nations have to start forms of war before that ultimate war breaks out.
So all of those is a part of the Lord's vengeance before the ultimate bang, which is the destruction of America. You know? Real quick. And this is, I'm going to start naming this the polycrisis scripture.
Hey, Salaki, I'm going to say something real quick. Like that moving road. Look, everything was demolished before your eyes, right?
Yep. Cannibalism was going on.
Yep, it's going up. Everything was demolished before your eyes. Now, man, we was watching that movie last week. We watched the whole thing, but that last trunk is the missile. You know what I'm saying? So with all that bullshit happening that you see, everything happening, you know, famines, diseases, the of the people, civil war, you know what I'm saying? Crash of the dollar and stuff like that. All that happened on that movie.
Yep.
Dollar, the money was on the ground, everything.
Yep.
Everything be happening.
Yep.
Everything be happening before the Big Bang, which is the
Exactly. So it's going to be a polycrisis before the ultimate end. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesy both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war, of evil, and all that comes into the form of evil. Rai, which means a bad time. There's going to be a lot of situations that's going to be happening on the earth. See, that right there is going to be a lot of emergencies. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be happening. See, that's the spirit. See, when I said of evil, and then the alarm started to ring. That's the spirit. That's what's finna go on. Emergencies. That's the evil. All right, home invasions,
Oh, plenty of that gonna happen.
ravishings. Okay,
Since you women out here, man, walking around and have naked and proud shit, y'all gonna be fucking spoiled.
they gonna get took. Okay. It says both against many countries and great kingdoms. I'm sorry, let me read this again. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old, both against many. Oh my goodness. Let me read this again. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
So this ain't nothing new because the old prophesied the downfall of every empire. You know what I'm saying? That was once ruled. So guess what? America is basically the last empire. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord raised the prophets of the prophesied downfall of this place.
Yep.
I said of pestilence. Now the thing is that you have the famine that's going to be generated. Now, what comes with famine? Famine brings diseases. Famine
Right.
brings sickness, and sickness
Right.
brings diseases.
Well,
You know, and then you have
I'm sorry. I'm a brother just put in one of the chat rooms about the aqueducts is deteriorating. It says
Yeah,
that
the
the infrastructure is being destroyed. So when the infrastructure comes in, that brings in the, pestilence. That brings in sicknesses. That brings in viruses and whatever you get from the ocean, E. coli, right, all of that stuff.
That's spirit. Because yesterday,
I
had
think
a
I got that
Uber driver driving
article.
home, and he's from LA, and he used to do the water filtration.
Oh, yeah?
That's what he used to do.
Con.
And he said that he was here because he had, I guess he's giving his mom a kidney or whatever. And he somehow, we looked at the water. I said, damn, but you know, the Lord's creation was beautiful. And he said, yeah, well, humans fucking it up. And he said there's so much sludge and pollution. There's no way to clean it off. So
Yeah.
There's no way. He said it would take. Also, like,
No, go ahead. I just got an article for
it
you.
would take hundreds of years to clean all the pollution. So all the water filters that they're creating, all of the the cleaning solutions that they try to come up with,
Yeah.
they're doing shit to the water.
Yeah.
And he said, Lake Michigan, specifically Lake Michigan, he said it's a 7,000-year-old toilet bowl. He said there's no way you can clean this water. So that's why everybody's getting cancer, forms of cancer, everything is not going to stop. It's only going to get worse. So imagine if there's no filtration systems and just try and filter this stuff out. People gonna drink nothing but pollution.
That's it. So it don't matter how much you clean out. Because yesterday I was at work and I seen like big ass room, news pop up, red services pop up, then news pop up again. You know what I'm saying? So they said 220 tons of garbage in the ocean they pumped out, but
It still ain't enough to clean out. It still ain't enough. Now check this article out, right? This is from the EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, right? It says the EPA finds more than 9 million lead pipes supplying drinking water throughout the United States. 9 fucking million lead pipes, man.
that'll prove that this place is breaking down.
That's Isaiah the 14th chapter. Somebody get that real quick. Isaiah 14. This place is already through. It's just we're waiting till the Lord actually until it hits real hard. See? That's why you gotta watch, because around the other nations and the countries, this stuff is going on. People rioting, they're fighting, they're killing each other. All right, women being ravished. They're going through chaos in these other countries.
Yeah, like France, man. It's an uproar in France.
This is going to happen to America, man. This is the quiet before the storm. You see? This is the quiet before the storm, because that storm is coming.
Okay, that's why you see people having fun, everything good, everything relaxed and shit.
Yep, you got that? I'm gonna read a little bit into it real quick. It says millions in the United States could currently be at risk of consuming toxic material through their drinking water. According to a new survey released by the Environmental Protection Agency, which is the EPA, the report found there are more than 9 million lead service lines, known to be a significant source of lead contamination, used to carry drinking water to homes throughout the nation. You see? That's where your pestilence is going to come in there.
Well,
You see?
That gives you brain cancer. There's done studies that when you drink lead, and like people that are drinking from lead pipes and lead on the paint, they breathe that stuff in. That stuff turns into gives you a form of brain cancer.
Yeah.
It breaks into two chemicals. You got formaldehyde, it breaks into methyl alcohol, and mercury. And that screws up your nervous system.
Yep.
That's the same thing that the same ingredients that they used to put in that they still put in the vaccine that they give our children.
Yep.
But I got the Isaiah 14.
Go ahead.
You want to start at the point?
Read into it. Yeah, read into it. You got to read into that
This is
scripture.
Isaiah chapter 14.
Yeah. That chapter alone.
It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel."
You know, start at 8. Start at 8.
Okay, count. Matter of fact,
Hail from beneath thee has moved to thee to meet thee at thy coming.
all right. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 9. It says, "Hail from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming."
So this is a part of the polycrisis, because guess what? We're on the brink of World War III. That's a crisis. When you understand that when you're finna go to war, that means a lot of prices is gonna rise up. That means there's gonna be a lot of commotions that's gonna go in your on soil.
Resources be scarce.
Your resources, because they're gonna have to take all the money and they're gonna have to fund this war. So a lot of things in your circular yearly, your annual yearly
Like your
budget,
Yeah.
things is gonna be taken away. So when it get taken away, it's gonna be leaving people stranded out here. What you call that? Unemployment, high unemployment rate. That happens during war.
Homelessness rate.
Homelessness rate that happens during wartime.
That's why you
So
get
those are the many doors to war. You know what I'm saying? When war finna happen, a lot of things get to popping off in that city or that country. You know. So, okay, we got hail from beneath thee is moved to thee, which is what? The other nations. Go ahead.
It says, "To meet thee at thy coming, it stirreth up the dead for thee."
So destruction is coming to America. That's the hell that is coming. You see? And now they ain't talking about. Now explain that. That's not talking about burning in the goddamn Never Never Land.
Right.
It's how can hell meet some? How can hell meet you?
Right.
You see? It's talking about a grave, meaning death is coming to this place.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "It stirreth up the dead for thee,
Uh-huh.
even all the chief ones of the nation of the earth."
Even all the chief ones of the earth. And who's the chief ones of the earth? The other nations. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, "It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the earth, all the kings of the nation."
That's it. All the kings of the nations. So the kings of the nations is getting prepared. Somebody hold on deck. Isaiah 13.
I got that.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we?
Uh-huh.
Art thou become like unto us?
Yeah, and they're showing that by the way of bricks. You see? When all of these nations gathering together and they saying, F America. We don't need your dollar. We don't need your dollar. We're going to create our own dollar. You know, and better yet, guess what? China, I'm going to deal with my own Chinese yuan. I'm going to deal with my own money system.
Right, Xing out the United States dollar.
Exactly. Have thou become weak as weak? Yeah, we're bundling, we're gathering up together, you know, and we have nuclear missiles too.
You know they panicking.
So now everything is on basically an even playing field, because we have old allies of America linking up with the other nations. You see, everybody is leaving the whore. Okay, everybody's going to their own. That's in Isaiah the 47th chapter. Okay, they're going to their own place.
Come down, sit in the dust, go virgin dog of Babylon.
That's it. Go ahead.
It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
So the pride of America. Now, it was a time where America got up on a podium, whatever president it was, and they said what it was going to be, and the rest of the nations follow suit. Now the nations is saying, who the fuck do America think they talking to? See?
What they used to call the presidency, the most powerful seat in the world.
Right. And that's been depreciated now, so to speak. Okay? Because the other nations is saying, we'll nuke you. Putin is saying, we'll nuke you. See? They bragging and boasting about their thermonuclear missiles now. Okay?
Testing them.
Go ahead.
It says, and the noise of thy violence, the worm is spread under thee.
The worm is spread under thee. Go ahead.
And the worms cover thee.
And the worms cover thee. That's talking about the infrastructure, the corrosion. Because what happens with the worms? See, now it says the worms and the what?
The worms cover thee.
The worms
are spread under thee.
The worms are spread under thee, and then the worms cover thee. So what happens to a dead body? It decomposes. This is talking about the decomposing of America. The infrastructure is decomposing. You know? That's why we read in this article, the EPA finds more than 9 million lead pipes supplying drinking water throughout the United States. Okay? Now, this is Rome all over again, because this is the same way Rome went out, through the infrastructure. They had the aqueducts, which is known as the water supply, the sewer lines, where the water flows in. And they said that those were so corroded and destroyed. That's how all their people that was living in the cities or whatever, they began to die because of how poisonous the toxins was.
That's what's yeah, the worms. Look at worms. Not only does it help decompose, the worms eat the pollution. You know what I'm saying? Worms eat everything.
Yeah.
So when you got worms that's spreading under you, they're just their bodies crawling over you is decomposing the matter.
Yeah.
So it's systematic.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen all at once.
Yeah.
But it's gonna happen over time.
Yeah.
And that's what we're saying with America.
Well, part of the ecosystem. It's a part of the circle of life. It's a part of the circle of life. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. It's a part of the circle of life. So the worms, when they have their duty, their job, when the body decomposes, they eat up the bacteria, they eat up all that. That's what's happening to America.
Yep. That's right.
It's corroded, man.
That's right.
This place corrodes. So I don't know why the fuck y'all like this world, man.
Flee out of the midst, because the Lord is destroying this place.
That's right. Yep.
How you begin it off? This place is finna go, and it's starting at little small peaks, you know. But it's gonna keep intensifying until the Big Bang.
Matthew 24 said, he said, but the end is not yet.
Right, because they had those different series of what was finna take place, but the end is not yet. Because the Lord is he's finna really set in that misery to this place, man. You know. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground?
You gotta break it down.
It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Now, when it says Lucifer, son of the morning, it's not talking about Satan or a spiritual demon, Satan. You know, when you go into that Lucifer, the word Lucifer is I can't remember the Greek. But Lucifer or Luciferian goes from the word light bearer. You know, somebody get that word in the Greek form. I mean, the Hebrew form.
Adam Weishaupt.
Yep.
Adam Weishaupt. I forgot. I think he came up with the term Lucifer.
Yep. And then you had something called Luciferians, which were the illuminated ones.
Which is the illuminated ones. So that's what it's speaking about. How art thou fallen down from heaven, O Lucifer? Now, what did the Yahushua say? He said, what does it say? I see, behold, Satan fall as lightning. That's talking about America, the world. This age is finna go down quick. Okay, how art thou fallen down, O Lucifer? From the inside out. The Lord is getting these people. This current empire is being destroyed from the inside out. Just like any other nation, a high empire. It started with the civil unrest. It started with the rising up against your politicians, the rising up against your presidents and your leaders. You know, there was a lot of miseries and deaths and things of that nature was going on. Go ahead, you got it.
It says, "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?" Thou said it was cut down, being cut down by Yahweh Shai. You know, us singing these prophecies is systematically helping this devil being brought down. It started with that pompous being brought down to the grave.
Right.
The pride.
Yep.
And how is that pride going to be brought down? When he starts seeing every ecosystem of his world collapse one by one. And they're having these dreams. They're seeing these things before they come to pass, and the Lord is making them watch it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that right now they're doing damage. They're trying to do damage control with the de-dollarization type. You know, I've seen as many articles I've seen about de-dollarization. I've seen articles that saying de-dollarization is false. Mm. So they're trying to witchcraft and spell their way out of this.
Yeah.
You know, by using their media.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
It says,
that's why. In fact, grab that real quick. Hold that. Go to Isaiah 28 where it says go to your astrologers and your and your soothsayers. See, because ain't nothing you can do to stop the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Yeah, wisdom shall be cut off from teaming. It's like you.
This is Isaiah 47:12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantment, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth."
Yep, from thy youth, since the beginning of America was created, you had your first beginning president, George Washington, and those demons. They were standing on their square. It was a sorcery. It was witchcraft. Adam Weishaupt.
Yeah, that's what
but going back, I'm talking when 1776, when they stamped that mark on here, you know. Go ahead.
It says, "If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels."
See, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels, man. That means they're up every 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 2 a.m., trying to figure out how they can get their world to stand up. They're doing sacrificing. They're doing witchcraft. They're doing live witchcraft. COVID-19. That's live reality witchcraft that they did, and in real time. They put a real disease out here and started knocking people down, and for a sacrifice. You know. Go ahead.
It says, "Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up."
Those is all your top witchcraft people who does the economics and trying to figure out how they can stay afloat. Go ahead.
It says, "Stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee."
See, can you do it? Can Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man now today, can he stop Yahweh Yahweh Shai from making his moves?
No.
So this is a boat. Go to your magi's, like in the days of Moses, when he went to Pharaoh to let my people go. And what Pharaoh do? He used his magi's to try to go toe to toe with Moses. When Moses had the serpent, which that serpent that he had, which was Yahweh Shai. You see, that staff was a representation of Yahweh Shai. Okay.
It says, "Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame."
See that? You ain't gonna deliver yourself from the power of the flame, man. So nothing that you're gonna do, okay, is gonna work. Now, real quick, you can get it if you want, but it says Yahweh Shai said, "If it be already kindled," in Luke, he said, what is it, Luke? Get it,
Fire.
Yashar.
Whatever it is.
Because it's gonna be fire and it's gonna be a lot of destruction happening before the missiles happen. He said, "What will I if it be already kindled?" You know. Go ahead.
It says, "There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it." It says, "Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants. From thy youth they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee."
All right, this is Luke 12 and 49.
Get some precepts. Y'all can walk with some precepts.
This is Luke 12:49. It said, "I am come to send fire on earth, and what would I if it be already kindled? But I have baptism baptized with."
Go read that again. I'm sorry.
It's back in Luke 12:49. It says, "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what would I if it be already kindled?"
Yeah. So Yahweh said, "I'm coming to send fire on the earth." That's by the way of the thermonuclear missiles and the chariots. He said, "Then what will I if it already be kindled?" Because there's going to be commotions going on before the Lord gets here. That's why it's going to be hell. And it's going to keep increasing until the Lord gets here. Watch when this dollar fully crashes, man. Let's see what's going to happen July the 1st. Let's see what's going to happen July the 1st. Okay? When the Fed Now Act is implemented. You know? Let's see what's going to happen. Go ahead.
It says, "But I have a baptism baptized with, and how am I straight to be accomplished?
Yep.
Suppose ye that I have come to give peace on earth? I tell you nay, but rather division."
Woo.
The Lord for the bring all kind of hell on this earth, man.
He's going to separate the wheat from the chaff. He's going to bring division. The wicked, he's going to separate the righteous and the wicked.
So
that's why you got to flee out of the mist. Love not the world. Because the separation is coming. There's going to be those that's going to get destroyed. And then there's going to be those that's going to get delivered. You got it, Doc.
So when Yahweh shall come to separate the wicked from the just, so should you be separate yourself from the wicked man and you being the just man?
Yep.
So it's time to be a just.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's basically time to change your motherfucking ways, man.
Yep.
Don't get out that bullshit that y'all in, man.
Yep.
The Lord is gonna come back
and let them. Fuck it. The elect don't get it. Let them.
The elect don't get it, yeah.
The elect don't get it. So like I said earlier, these epistles is really to the prophets, man. These epistles is to the believers. Because the righteous ain't reading that. The scriptures is for the hopeful elect. The Bible is really for the hopeful elect. Like they say, basic instructions before leaving earth. You know? This is really for the hopeful elect. That's our understanding, our life force. Go ahead, you got it.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1, because it said the epistle written to the elect. It says, "Peter, an apostle of Yahushua, Mashiach, to the strangers, scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect, according to the foreknowledge of the Most High the Father."
It's been going on for periods of time.
These letters has always been sent out to the Israelites to warn them on the things to come and to exhort them to continue in the faith. That's what all these epistles was about. Yep. That's it. John 17. Go ahead, Op.
Take this time real quick, though. We were talking about being separated.
Yep.
It says, "Through sanctification of the Spirit, unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua Mashiach. Grace unto you and peace be multiplied." But it said, through sanctification of the Spirit. When something's sanctified, it's just like saying holy.
Yeah.
Or separated.
It's separated. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Isaiah 43 and 11. I'm starting at 11. "I, even I, am the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. Beside me, there is no Savior."
Amen. The Lord is very, very sarcastic, bro.
Isaiah 43 and 11. "I, even I, am the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua. And beside me, there is no Savior."
Beside me. That's it.
There's no Savior.
That's it.
Only one that can save you is the Lord. Yahweh.
So your witchcraft ain't gonna be able to save you. Your money is not gonna be able to save you. In fact, the money is gonna be obsolete. It says cast it into the streets. Cast your gold and your silver into the streets.
watch where old boy was trying to use, he looked like an escort, he was trying to use money. He had hundreds, 20s,
Yeah.
10s, 5s, all the way down
50s
to
and 30s.
Yeah, 50s and 30s.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't let him use it at the store. I
Damn.
forgot what store it was. They wouldn't let him use it. They told him, no, we don't accept it.
That's it.
Now it's gonna come a time that money gonna be a crime. You know what I'm saying? Currency.
Yeah.
Currency gonna be a crime.
Yeah, I see an article that said something like that, right? It said they're gonna criminalize criminalize paper currency.
That's that push. That's that push.
That's that demolition man.
Yeah.
That's demolition man. I think this shit is a game. Yep, equilibrium.
They criminalize paper cash too.
Con. I got something real quick from Yaka Wall. Is some more there? Go ahead.
Isaiah 43:12, I have declared and have saved, and I have shewed when there was no strange God among you. Therefore ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shemel Shah, that I am the Most High.
That's right.
Here we go. Verse 13. Yea, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I will work, and who shall let it?
Ooh.
Remind me of First Samuel 26. I'll kill, I'll make alive.
Yeah.
Man.
But I got that because you said that he's trying to deliver himself out of this world.
Mhm.
He's trying to do everything, get the scraps, make this place better, whatever you want to call it. But the Lord said no.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord already got it going down, so who's going to stop it?
That's right.
It's like,
Real quick, this is from Yaka Wall. Yeah, he put Ezekiel 7:19, because I quoted that. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. Yeah, because they labored in their youth for this money. And guess what? The Lord is finna take it from them.
Remember the Weimar Republic. The Weimar Republic, they had to take wheelbarrows full of cash just to pay for a loaf of bread.
That's part of the inflation.
That hyper, that was Super Saiyan, hypersonic inflation, man.
Super Saiyan God inflation.
Hypersonic inflation. What's up with them brothers? All right, keep going.
But yeah, so there ain't gonna be no such thing as sustaining yourself with this money.
Khan, that talisman, yeah. Yeah, Yaakov said, yeah. He said they labor for that which profit nothing in the end. Shit.
Real quick, because you said talisman. The dollar is that paper note is a witchcraft talisman. Scripture say the love of money is involved.
Yeah.
And what happened is that America has created that dollar to be the apex of society.
The god of the society.
Get the bag, get the money. Everything is revolving around that so-called dollar bill. This is what we're witnessing now with the dollar. This is Micah chapter 5, verse 12. It says, "And I will cut off witchcraft out of thine hand, and thou shalt have no more soothsayers." So the dollar is part of the witchcraft.
Yep.
Not only are you talking about the media, but then you have the world-renowned economists.
Right.
These are the guys that analyze the money, analyze the gross domestic product and the economies of the world, and tell you, okay, when's the dollar's going to spark up, what's going to cause the inflation, what's going to cause the value of this money or of this change to go up, and they're being cut off. They don't know what to do. They're arguing amongst each other right now. It says, "And thy graven images also will I cut off, and thy standing images out of the midst of thee.
Yep.
And thou wilt no more worship the work of thine hands." So everything that's being created in society that is worship above what's called God, what people worship or think that is the apex of society, is being seen as nothing.
Khan.
Khan. It's being devalued. Sure. This world is being broken down to a point where nothing is going to matter anymore. Nothing is going to matter in this place anymore. It's gonna go back. It's gonna go from pleasure back to survival.
Yep.
Oh no, that was
back in that Jeremiah though.
Yeah, you go back. You go.
Jeremiah 51
Oh,
and 7, yeah, because that's where we ended. I'm gonna read 6 again, Slack. It's Jeremiah 51 and 6. We out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai's vengeance. He will render unto her recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken, and the nations have drunken of her wine.
And that wine going back to philosophy. That America was spewing out to the whole world.
Yep.
So
Through that central bank system, when you put that money in their economy, that's that wine. So now America has say so in your country. You know, not even just the wine, the agreements that y'all make with the whore. You know, the deals that y'all make. So the nations took a part of that wine. They took a part of that philosophy of America. You see?
that petrodollar.
Yep.
That was the reason why they could put sanctions on other countries. That's why they were sanctioning Russia, and they were sanctioning China, and sanctioning Iran, because that dollar was looped in with the price of oil.
Yep.
You know, and that's because that's what ended up backing up the dollar.
Yep.
But now since they cut it off, America can't do shit to the nations over.
Yep. And you see how now this is how Russia is becoming a guard unto them, because he's gathering up those other countries, and we need to be with you. We need to be with you. Them other countries is being on the bandwagon of Russia now. That's Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, where it says that Russia is going to be a guard. You know? So this place is done.
You're seeing it, man.
Yeah, this place is done.
like
Like,
you just mentioned about how the other nations, you know what I'm saying, talking shit to America. I was thinking about your unity. He said, put down your priorities, your
Yeah, I thought about that earlier, to be honest,
He
too.
said, nations, man, strong. Yeah, they strong now, man, because they tired of y'all bullshit.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Therefore, the nations are mad. And this is why they're mad. Because Russia already knows the bullshit that America be on. You think they telling all the other nations, look, this is what they're doing, you know?
Yes. And it's bringing everybody
But they
to
can
the
see it
realization.
themselves.
That's right.
So
Y'all got it.
second Ezra.
Oh wait, look. Oh yeah, me.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8. And I'm going to start at verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right, a lot of mysteries. It's going to be a whole lot of mysteries going on in America, man. You know, this is the last hurrah.
Yeah, starting with the end of the dollar, the end of the money system. That's gonna bring all holy hell upon us.
Yeah, because they so in love with the dollar.
Yep.
As soon as that motherfucker crying, it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
There's gonna come a time you ain't gonna go in your ATM.
That's
and
right.
get money out that motherfucker.
Yep.
You know? And y'all gonna be mad as hell why the ATMs don't work.
You won't be able to buy your food. You won't be able to pay for your pleasantries and your streaming boxes and your all the food, the restaurants, your fancy cars. It's not gonna be worth anything, man.
Yeah. So that's part of the misery and plus that's gonna lead to the ceiling.
The end of the mirth is gonna bring in survival mode.
Venezuela too, man.
Yeah.
Y'all seen what happened in Venezuela? Complete chaos, complete shutdown of society.
And like I was mentioned earlier about France. France is going to.
But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared. plenteousness is made ready. A city is builded, the rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom.
That's from mine.
Yeah, so rest is allowed. You know, that's why it's a push now to work towards the kingdom and to cut ourselves off from this world.
Kind.
Put everything towards the kingdom. That's
Right.
when the reward. That's when the rest is going to come.
That's right.
So now it's time to lock in, really be about this ministry, dedicate yourself to this, because this is what is going to propel us in the future world to come.
Right.
Not this, everything in this world is going to fail. We've seen it fail.
This shit is over with. It's over with. What he say? What he say after the Black Panthers is over? He said the Black Panthers is over. It's over with, man. Hell no. Yeah, the bread and circuses is gonna stop. Here, hey, these niggas, these motherfuckers is trying to they trying to mix the WWE with UFC.
Yep. Like,
They just throwing bread and circuses at you. The WWE with the motherfucking UFC, they trying to merge that. Come on, man. You know how much, you know how like to the flesh, like that's a big highlight. Oh shit, my favorite wrestler, my favorite UFC fighter, and everybody, you know.
SmackDown with boxing.
This is
Right.
2 Peter 3:11, and it reads, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
Everything you gonna see right around this man is gonna be
Dissolved.
It's like on the road, everything.
Dissolved.
What manner of persons?
You know when you throw a, you know when you do like a school project with the they had a fucking the pop or something.
The volcano.
You put it in there and it dissolves the it dissolved the damn the Mentos. It dissolved the Mentos, but then it's like that big ass explosion. This place is finna be dissolved.
Tinfoil, soda, and a cleaner solution.
Right.
It turns into a bomb.
This place is finna be dissolved.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved.
It means it's gonna happen.
That's right.
What manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Hey man, what person you ought to be in holy and righteous conversation?
Yep.
Alright? We talking about this place going down. We talking about getting the fuck up out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about being delivered, man. We talking about basically, are we the hopeful elect? Are we those men?
Yeah.
The hell with generation.
Is the Lord dealing with me?
Yep.
That's what the fuck we're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Other than that, y'all talking about other shit. Read that part again, man.
Seeing then all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are you to be in? All holy conversation and godliness.
Nobody ain't talking about the conversation you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Prophecies.
Prophecies, that's it.
Ain't nobody talking about the prophecies. That's what it is. That's the holy conversation.
What's up?
Holy being separate.
The separate, yeah, we have a separate conversation from the world. You know?
Looking for and hasting
Mm-hmm.
until the coming of the day of the Lord.
We're looking for Yahweh Shai.
Kingdom minded, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Kingdom minded. Go ahead.
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Fervent.
Get the missile sign, lawyer.
Imagine that. Imagine everything on fire. Because it says it's going to be a lake. You know how lakes are. Lake got currents. The Lord said he's going to send famines, right? So that fire is literally going to be like a lake, and it's going to sweep. It's going to be the fuel of the fire.
Yeah.
That's a terror.
They're gonna be the logs. They're gonna be the logs in the fire.
Now you
Hey, we're
said,
going to be singing that from the cherry.
and you said that, you know, the Lord said he shall send fanners. You know, air feeds the fire.
The air feeds the fire. Fan is the fandom.
That's the one which
And
is
it's
called the radiation.
the winds are going to be violent. It's going to be violent sweeping this place. That's why it says
The thoroughly sweep this place.
Like I said before, man, the Lord finna throw a picnic. A family reunion, man. And you know how Jake want a barbecue. They put charcoal in the barbecue.
You gonna be that charcoal.
Gonna be that charcoal, man.
Hey, I know that
Set
song.
a fire at like a bonfire. You see how
Yeah.
bright that fire is.
This was coming to America, man. This right here.
You can't even imagine.
And this don't even do it no justice because that gate is gonna be melted.
Yeah.
It says, well, keep going, keep going. Yeah, keep going. That gate ain't gonna be right there. So y'all got that wrong, man. That gate ain't gonna be right there.
That's strong.
Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein righteousness, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
That's right.
Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found.
Read that
of
again,
him in
read that
peace.
again.
Yeah, go back and read that again. This is it's like 2 Peter 3:12. Looking for and hastening until the coming of the day of the Most High.
So the hastening, right? The part of the hastening is the Lord said that he set his laborers in the vineyard. He said that what is it in Matthew 9:37? He said that he have compassion to go into the vineyard. I mean, go Bible Christian. I get that. Matthew the 9th chapter, I believe. Let's see. I believe it's like 9:39 or 37, if I'm not mistaken.
Get time.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. This is.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start at 37. I'm gonna start at 34.
Okay.
It says Matthew 9:34. It says, but the Pharisee said, he cast out devils through the prince of devils. And Yahushua went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues, and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. But when he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion on them.
Because it was a lot of people. It's Jake that needs to be fed. See? He's seen a multitude of people what needed to be healed. That's today needing to get this truth. Go ahead.
It says he was moved with compassion on them because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Isaiah 53:6 say, all be like sheep have gone astray, have turned every one to his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed and he was afflicted.
Yeah, let's talk about Yahushua. Yeah. Let's talk about Yahushua. That's
I see.
yeah. Con.
I was just seeing that.
Verse 37 says, then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous.
Go back. Get that thought back. Go back.
It's back in Matthew 9:36. But when he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion on them. Because they fainted and were scattered abroad as sheep having no shepherd.
Right.
Then saith he unto his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few.
The harvest is truly plenteous, but the laborers are few. So there's only going to be a select few men that's going to be doing this. So that's the haste right there. It's only going to be a certain amount of brothers. So that means we got to do what the fuck we got to do. That's the hastening. Doing these shows, doing these lessons, you know? Being on point with it.
With the homework and everything, yeah.
We got to get to it. You see? It says the laborers are few. So if the laborers are few, that means there's more. It's a lot of work. Less men, but a lot of work. The laborers are few. Go ahead.
It says, pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest.
See? Which is the prophets. All right?
That's
He's gonna send laborers into his heart. It's gonna be men that's gonna be popping up at the end. You know? That's the hastening. Go ahead.
This is the most important job in the world. Just to add to it. This is the best thing. You know, because we're talking about the future world, the world, because this world is fake.
Yep. Yahuwah said. He said, "Yeah." The Lord said, "Behold, I come quickly."
Yeah.
So time is short. Pursuing to the 2 Corinthians, the 6th chapter, time is short. So we got to work, right?
Yeah.
That's the hastening. You gotta.
Yeah.
It ain't that many people doing it, so we gotta be on point.
That's what we was talking about yesterday. Sometimes we lag, man.
We gotta be on point. You get hastening. We gotta be on point. The Lord is on his way back. You gotta hurry the fuck up. You gotta hurry up because the bridegroom is coming.
And it's fast.
It's fast.
You can feel it in the spirit. And that's why brothers got that sense of urgency. You gotta have a sense of urgency, man. Because you don't want to be problematic. You say he can come with he don't come with it the time they think not.
Yeah, get that when it says watching the second watch, the third, so on and so forth.
Jake, hey, I'm just be candid. Jake getting tired. They getting tired, boss.
Yeah, tired, boss.
Yeah.
You're getting tired, boss.
Tired.
He ain't working. He said he ain't working, boss.
So it's gonna be the supervisor telling him.
Yeah, he ain't working, boss.
But this is the time.
Tell him about the gun line, boss. Hey, the gun line, boss.
It be the best you can be, man.
Yep.
Hey, you said be the best you can be.
Yeah.
While you motherfucker trying to be all you can be.
Yeah.
Be the best that you can be for Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You know? Go ahead. There's some more on that? Who got something?
Yep.
Go ahead.
What manner of persons are ye to be?
Uh-huh.
In all holy conversation and godliness.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you ain't talking about this, you really ain't talking about.
What are you really talking about?
Then the angels is marking.
You don't want to talk about no fucking celebrities, man. I don't want to talk about no fucking basketball. I don't want to talk about no fucking football. Don't want to talk about no goddamn baseball. Don't want to talk about these dirty ass bitches. Don't want to talk about your family members and what cousin them did to auntie and what auntie mad about. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got time for that shit. We got to have our conversation separate. Give me Colossians, the 3rd chapter, man. Colossians 3:1.
Colossians 3:1, it says, if ye then be risen with Yahushua,
Uh-huh.
seek those things which are above.
See? If we be risen with Yahweh Shai, seek those things that are above, man. Because we was dead, right? We was dead once. So through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai brought us alive, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Right on the right hand of the Most High. So that's us looking above. Go ahead.
Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth.
That's it. Set your affection of things above, not on the earth. Set your affection of things above, but not on the earth. Okay? So don't be paying attention to the little distractions and shit that's in the earth. See? Go ahead.
It says, for ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahushua in the Most High.
See, so we are dead in this life, but our life is hid in Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
See? Our life is hid in Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is on the right-hand side of the throne. He's on the right-hand side of the Most High, man.
That's how in those afflictions. Nobody see those afflictions. Remember in Isaiah 53 when you read it earlier.
Yeah.
But nobody, he was well, explain his plight. Yeah, he was for our sakes. He was killed, murdered, but he was doing it, you know? And we are walking in the same footsteps. You know?
Verse 4 said, when Yahushua, who was our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory.
See that? So when he appear, that's how we're gonna appear with him in glory. That's the joint heirs. That's that inheritance, man. That was promised. But we gotta meet up to that criteria. Having our things above. You see? Somebody get Matthew 6 and 19. Yeah, 6 and 19.
Yeah,
Go ahead, whatever you got.
At this point, it feel like life is unbearable, but that shows you gotta focus more on this truth, man. That's the shit in the world. This shit is gonna get harder.
Oh yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
You ain't seen nothing yet. All right.
The more you focus on the truth, the more you alleviate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That balance.
You shouldn't have a void. There shouldn't be a void, something missing. No, it's all in the scriptures.
Gotta find myself.
Go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 12. And verse 37, it says, blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself, and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants.
See that? The second watch, the third watch. So you got to be on point. So that's going into the beginning, 1969, when those men woke up, and then the next batch of men woke up, and then the next batch of men woke up. It's different hours. Okay? We in the last hour right now. This is the 9th hour, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe this is kind of counted as the 9th hour. Go ahead.
It says, and this note, that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, he would have watched.
Yep.
And not have suffered his house to be broken through. But be ye therefore ready also, for the Son of Man cometh not at an hour when ye think not.
Go ahead, break it down. You got it.
Yeah, so just like when a thief comes into the house, nobody knows when the thief is coming.
Right.
So if you were to know, okay, the Lord is coming back on this day, then you're gonna start watching. You're gonna dust up your garment. You're gonna go out on highways and byways. You're gonna scream the Lord's name to the top of your lungs.
Yep.
You know. So yeah, you would have watched. You knew what time the thief was coming. But you're supposed to be already ready anyway.
That should put fear in you.
Yeah.
You don't know when he's coming.
You're supposed to watch anyway. Therefore, so we should already be watching. That way we'll be ready when the thief comes and prepared.
You ain't gotta get ready if you already ready.
Yep.
And how are we made ready? By paying attention to prophecy, by paying attention to the things that's going on in the world. The nations, what's going on over there in the Middle East, what's going on over there in the Eurozone. Because remember about the 10 toes. We got to pay attention to what's going over there in Europe. We got to know what's going over there with Turkey. We got to know what's going over there in Spain. You know?
Blessed is he that readeth and keepeth the sayings of the book, which is the prophet.
That's it. Real quick, Revelation 16 and 15. Yakawal put it up. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, which is the truth. See? Which is the understanding. So blessed is he that keepeth the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? That's the garment. It ain't talking. It's really not talking about the garments that we wearing. It's talking about the understanding. That's the covering. That's that hedge. You see? It says, lest he walk naked and they see his shame. So the nakedness is without the truth. You see? The nakedness is being part of other philosophies and things, as Adam and Eve was, because they were naked. They wasn't covered. They put on the aprons. Now they covered by a whole nother understanding. You see?
This is Mark chapter 13, verse 32. It says, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man.
Right.
No, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
That's it.
For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore.
Who's the porter? Exactly. Commanded the what? The porter to watch. Because that's the person that's at the door. Okay? Go ahead.
That's why King David said he'd rather be a doorman. It says, watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning.
That's it. Anybody got a charger? Wireless. Baba Kusha? Go ahead. I can't find that fucking the black.
Red one, the big red one?
I got the red thing. I just can't find a charger piece.
Oh, the plug?
Yeah, is it at your house? Damn. Okay, I got it. I'll have to remember to get it. Oh, the plug? You got the plug? Go ahead.
It says, what's coming?
Oh, it's charged. 2 bars. Okay, that should be good enough.
Coming, suddenly you find you sleeping. And it says, Mark 13:35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh. At even, or at midnight,
right?
Or at the cock crowing.
He can come at any time.
Or in the morning. Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping.
And he find you sleeping. You ain't paying attention. Because remember now, man, what Yahushua said, he said, can't you watch? You know? Yahushua was telling the disciples, y'all need to stay up and watch.
Yeah.
You know?
Sleep ye. That's what he told us to say.
You know? Don't be sleeping. Hey, man, if you sleep on the fucking, look, if you sleeping on your post, that you can die. If this is war, brothers got to really have in their mind, this is actual war. This ain't no war where we got the fucking gun and the helmet, you know, and the med pack shit. No, this is a spiritual warfare.
So that's all spiritual. That's your faith.
This is a spiritual war. Read that part again.
It says, lest coming suddenly, he find you sleeping.
Right, so if you sleeping on your watch and this is a war, guess what? The intruder gonna kill you, and then they can go into a city. That's how important the watchmen were. The watchmen were the ones that had to see a foresight for the enemy at the city gate. So the enemy will come in and kill everybody in the motherfucking village. Kill everybody in the castle. That's how important this is. So guess who's in your house? Your woman, your child, your flesh and blood, your child. You see? So if you ain't watching, guess what? Your family can be taken out. You know? Go ahead.
And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
It'll be a home invasion, man, because you ain't watching. You know? You sleeping. You paying attention to everything else. You know? You got to take this serious, man, because the Lord is on his way back. We are at the end of this thing, man. The thing that our apostles was prophesying about in the 80s to the 90s to the early 2000s, right? Everything that they've been prophesying about according to the Bible is here right now. Think about that. You had men prophesying. We can just begin with Elder Apostle Tahar. I believe if he came in the truth 85. So the things that those men were prophesying about since 85, and then the 90, then 95, then 2000, 2005, then 2010, then 2015, all those things that are being prophesied about is happening right now. Okay? So it ain't like it's too much. We ain't got to go into the scriptures to find these things out and what they mean. It's already here.
Say something. The ones that was real apostle hard that fell out, they ain't keep the garment.
They ain't keep their garment because they stopped watching.
Now they got another cover to cover. They Christian and all bugged out.
Con, somebody hold on deck 1 Thessalonians, the 5th chapter.
I got something.
Go ahead, Akia.
This Luke 18:56. It says, and the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge said, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him?
Woo!
Though he bear along with them, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily.
Come on, man. He said he will avenge them speedily. It ain't gonna take that long, man. It said an hour. This place gonna get destroyed in an hour. He said he coming back. It's just like when we finna go on a trip or wherever you brothers go, you go somewhere and it take forever to get there. But on your way back, don't it get you get there? It's like a blink of an eye. The Lord set that mechanism up in our mind. That's how you gonna come. Think about that. Think about it. I'm saying, think about it. You know, I always wondered that. Why is that? Even as a shorty, I go somewhere and take forever, and then on my way back traveling, it's like I take a blink and I'm already there. That's how Yahushua gonna come. Read that again.
It's back in Luke 18.
He been gone for a weekend. He been gone for a weekend, man.
Luke 18:8. He said, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth?
Gee, come on, man. So he looking for the perfect. Shall not he find faith on earth? You see, because you got to think about it. Throughout the series of destruction and hell going on earth, the Lord been shielding you. We've been building our faith up since we came into the truth. He been putting us in this situation. We've been getting past it. We've been failing. We've been learning, experience, building up our faith. So if you've been in this thing for 20 years, 30 years, you got a level of faith that, hey, when I first came in, it seemed like it was hard, but throughout the years, like my faith is increasing. I ain't got nothing to worry about. So for you younger brothers and brothers that's coming in, you reading the scriptures and you hearing what brothers are saying, and then you looking on the news like, oh snap, it's here. That should boost up your faith.
Oh, and I was watching the thing. I was watching the brothers from Dallas and Ariella. I gotta get this quick.
Yep. Talk to me quick.
Oh, I gotta talk to you about that.
Gotta get quick. Go ahead.
Yeah. It say, I tell you that he will.
I ain't heard that name in a minute.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth?
That's it, man. The Lord looking for the faithful, man. Like on some real shit. The Lord looking for the faithful, man. We gotta have our faith in Yahweh Shemal Shai. Somebody get Nahum, the first chapter, and the 7th verse.
The unfaithful shall die in the unfaithful.
Yep.
It's one of the core principles of this truth. It's the faith.
That's it.
Okay, Nahum 1.
Yes. Nahum 1 to 7.
This Nahum chapter 1 verse 7, it says, the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble.
Believe we have faith by doing the work, you know. But you gotta hold fast until the end. Somebody get that for me in Revelation. Yeah, 3 and 25 or 2 and 25, around somewhere around there. 3 and 11. You got it? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 11, and it reads, Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast. That no
What
man...
now hold thou, behold, I come quickly. Okay. The Lord is coming very, very soon. It says our salvation is near the one we believe. So hold thou fast which thou hast. Read that point.
God. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast.
What do we have?
Truth.
That's it. Hold it fast. You got to hold on to it. He coming. Now, it may seem like it's dragging, but that's a part of the long suffering point. But ultimately, he's going to come very fast. Hold that what you have, man. Meaning what? The precepts. You see? You got to hold on to the salvation scriptures. You see? I did a lesson today, and I titled it, "Don't concentrate on the finger, but rather the heavenly glory." Don't concentrate on that finger, man. That finger is a distraction. It said, "Don't concentrate on the finger, or you're gonna miss all of that heavenly glory." So hold thou fast what thou hast, which is the truth. Pay attention to the salvation, the glory of this thing, man. Okay, because it's gonna get ugly, but guess what? Don't worry about what's gonna take place, because there's glory. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. There's a crown right there. You know, there's salvation. There's power. There's fullness, perfection at the end of this thing. That's the glory. You know. Go ahead.
Gabriel told Ezra, he said, don't worry about how the wicked shall be punished, but more so how the righteous shall be saved.
That's it.
Revelation 3 and 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
That no man take thy crown. There can't no man take thy crown. You see? But you. You are the only one that can give a nigga your crown. Meaning lacking the faith, having doubt, not being serious about this truth, not being diligent about the truth. Can't nobody take your crown. He said, don't let no man take your crown. You give your crown up by you not believing. You give your crown up by you not watching. You give your own crown up. See? You go through a little affliction, little chastisement, little rebuke here and there. You know? Deal with it. Because don't let that evil bitterness and complacency and laziness, you know, hinder you from doing the work of the Lord. You can only F up yourself, you know, because the Lord don't delight in the sinner. You see, he don't delight in no sinner. It ain't the Lord that caused you to fall away. It's because you did what he did. You did what he didn't delight in. You know, get that, Ira. You know what I said? Hold on, come on, 1 second. Give me hold on. Let me get this precept out. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this precept. Whatever precepts you got, give them to Lamad, Yashar, or Ira. You sent me this precept earlier, Ira.
Yeah, I did.
Because I was asking about it. I wanted to do like a quick lesson on it.
Last Sunday.
Yeah, I just got to go to our messages. Somebody can bring out whatever they want.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation. I'm gonna back you up on this is Revelation 3:3. Remember, therefore,
Damn, show where that
thou
precept go, man.
hast received and heard and hold fast as you did. If therefore thou shalt not watch,
I got it right here.
I will come as a
15 and 11. Yep, I got it.
I will come on as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee. So basically, man, it's for us to watch. You know, so watch the prophecies that's unfolding.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Before the Lord returns.
Frank. Real quick, this is what I was quoting. Sirach 15 and 11. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away. For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hateth. So it ain't, when you going through whatever you're going through, it ain't the Lord that makes you fall. It's because you wasn't watching. You wasn't paying attention. You wasn't being diligent. You wasn't being circumspect. You wasn't fasting. You know? Let me read that again. Say not thou, it is through the Lord that I fell away. For thou oughtest not to do the things that he hateth. Say not thou, he hath caused me to err. For he have no need of the sinful man. You see? So you gotta, hey, get with it, man. Yep.
Not doing the work, not, you know what I'm saying, not following the orders, not doing all the things that, you know, that brothers tell you to do. You get an attitude and say, fuck. That's the worst thing to do.
Yep. If you're doing what he hate, that's hold on deck the discipline. That try her by her laws and discipline. Go ahead, Akia. Yashar. I mean, I know.
Revelation 1 and 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. And that word readeth, we always go into it, it's anagnosko.
Yep.
Which is what is it? Know accurately.
Yep, to know accurately, to distinguish between.
Yep.
He said, because the time is at hand.
Yep.
That's the point. The time is at hand. So we got to know exactly what's going on right now. We have to know exactly what is going on right now. We got to know about the prophecies. We got to know about the charagma, you know. We got to know about the World War III, you know. We got to know about the pestilence, the ongoing, whatever, the new documents that they bringing out, the new laws that they pushing, the Fed, the Fed now. That's some shit right there.
The spirit just said Fed now because we've been talking about the RFID chip, and it's been a process. Remember 2011, was talking about March 23rd.
Yep.
2013 or something like
But
that.
every year it was something different. Every year they'll throw this in, throw that in. So they said this, oh they said that, oh they said that. Remember we used to go to the library and print out all the shit and just read it in camp. So all that stuff that we was reading for these last 14 years, 13 years, 20 years, all that right here, man.
Right now. And then they just murdered
The Cash App dude. Poked him up.
They got rid of the crypto dudes. So
Like that nigga was on a yard in prison. They got at his ass. You ain't gonna comply?
yeah, because they gonna centralize it. That's what that's now.
Because his stuff was separate. No, nigga, ain't no separation. It's the umbrella corporation.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind
It's the umbrella corporation.
Yeah, exactly.
But what was he doing? He ain't doing nothing now.
Because you know the Fed now they talking about payments, same
Peer-to-peer payment system.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying, peer-to-peer payment. But that's what Cash App was.
Right.
I can see
So he was like, bro, I already got this. I already got the hookup. This is our hookup.
I get paid on Cash App.
Right.
You can't tax me.
Come on now. This is our hookup.
Yeah.
They became the connect.
They disconnected his ass.
Hope connected.
Go ahead.
Send them to the upper room.
The upper room.
Oh man.
These ain't no coinky dinks, man. These ain't no coincidences though. They're and for those that are in the know, they doing that bluntly. They doing it bluntly. Yeah. Everybody, you know, conspiracy theorists, whatever, man. Fuck yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Shit. All right. Fuck it.
It ain't nothing what they gonna do to Trump ass. Watch.
That's
Y'all-
Simpsons
y'all-
episode.
Nah, that ain't shit. Yeah. Watch.
If you don't comply, you gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's gonna be. Chitty chitty bang bang.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4. And I'll start at 11. It says, Wisdom exalteth her children,
Mm-hmm.
and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory,
Mm-hmm.
and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless.
Mm.
They that
Could we
serve,
say, well, seek the Lord while he may be found, and then the other one, Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Yep.
Seek the Lord in your youth, or something like that. It's really dealing with you being seeking the Lord as a young man coming up.
Right.
But that's what we put the Lord in this position where, you know, y'all coming in the truth, growing in the truth, you know. And those are the pristine times to understand the Lord. Prophecies, you know? So you can build up to that.
Shamar.
To that perfect mind, to that perfect understanding.
Hold this for me real quick.
Essentially, your faith.
it says, they that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doth love.
It's in my damn pocket.
So minister
I need
means
to charge
to
it.
serve. To serve.
It ain't gonna
If we-
die it
but
out
we
too
serving-
quick if
we
I
serving
connect with
the
it.
Lord by serving the sheep. You know, by feeding the flock.
It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nation, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely.
Yeah, because this ain't just any old wisdom. This is the Heavenly Father's wisdom. This is what I call it, that eternal wisdom. You know?
It says, if a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. For at the first she shall walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
And that's what the truth does for us.
Give you an experience.
Yeah, you go through your experience, you go through your tests and trials.
You're gonna get tormented though, because it's gonna be going against the flesh. You're gonna be fighting against the flesh right there. You see?
Yeah, it says torment her by her discipline.
Yep.
It says until she may
Yeah, 'cause
trust.
when your flesh is pushing against something, your spirit is saying, quote your precept.
Yep.
And
Yep.
You have to make that choice.
You gotta make that. Yep. So that's like torture.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Like, oh shit, like I wanna do this, but the spirit telling me no, but I really wanna. That flesh this is like the flesh is its own entity.
Well,
The flesh got its own body. The flesh got its own body. Like, nigga, I'm doing this. You know? And you gotta be like, you gotta grab that motherfucker and you gotta mortify thy members.
Yeah, it takes some guts. Paul said keep it straight.
He said the law of the his members fight against the law of the spirit.
Yep. Romans 7.
It says, it's like y'all reading over again. It says, Sirach chapter 4, verse 17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways,
Mm-hmm.
and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
Yep, torment.
Like
Nope, you got it.
until she may trust his soul.
Until she may, and then the Lord get to supping with you. You see? Then the Lord get to unlocking mysteries of the scriptures, increasing your spirit. Now you're reading a little bit more. Now you're catching more things in the spirit, you know? Now you're fasting. Now when you fast, you know, prior to, okay, I'm just fasting to fast, but now when you're fasting, you're really digging deep in, you know, the Lord is beginning to answer your prayers by the way of the angels. You know, the angels are dealing with you. Now the angels giving you dreams and stuff. You know? Now you waking up like, oh shit, okay. You know? Sealing your understanding. Now I know what I need to do. You see, that's the Lord supping with you, man. That's really when you know the spirit, man. Okay? The spirit, that's when the spirit, and you can identify the spirit. You can identify the shift, the change in your thoughts. You know?
It says, and try him by her law.
And try him by her laws. Okay, so you're getting tried with what's written therein. Now remember, it ain't just talking about the 613 commandments. It's talking about the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the book. You being tried on what you need to do for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It's a fight. You being tried. You being tried if you're going to read. If you're going to sacrifice your sleep. You know? If you're going to come out in the highways and hedges. You're getting tried. You know? Whether you get suspended, whether you get rebuked, you get checked, chastised, whatever it may be. You're getting tried by the laws. To see if you really make for this. Go ahead.
It says, then will she return the straight way unto him.
Boom, now you're going to understand.
And comfort him.
That's the peace.
That's the peace. Now you comforted. And that's Yahweh Shai.
And show him her secrets.
Come on, man. That's the Holy Spirit. That's the Haruch HaKodesh.
That's right.
But
He said by the way of remembrance. You know, I stir up your pure mind by the way of remembrance. Now the Lord starts to, you know, deal with you. You know.
It says, but if he
Showing you all things. That's a part of the Holy Spirit. It said that when the comforters come, it shall bring you into all truths. You know, not just the prophecies, you're going to have a level of understanding. You're going to really fully know what the will of the Lord is, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep. Knowing what the will of the Lord is.
Not fasting. Not getting into the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Having the angels sup with you, man. The lost cause.
Yep.
So it's best to fast.
But you can't just, but see, look, you got to fast. You got to really, see, fasting ain't just, okay, I'm afflicting my soul, man. It ain't just, okay, I'm not going to eat, drink, okay? Because you got niggas fast. There's niggas in the world that fast. What are you fasting for? I want more understanding. Okay, cool. Go on a fast and you pray for more understanding. But guess what? How do you obtain that, though? You got to go 50 with the Lord. You got to read. You got to study. You got to do the order. You got to take orders. You can't just say, "How about you give me understanding," and then your ass gonna play the fucking game. You know? And then you go, do whatever, man. Then you go to sleep. You pray for wisdom, and then your ass go lay down. And you, instead of getting up and reading, you got 3 hours. You got 3 hours before work. I'm tired. I gotta get my 2 hours in. I got 40. It take me 45 minutes to get to work. You know, I gotta get my 2 hours in. Nigga, get an hour in, and do 30 minutes for the Lord, 15 minutes for the Lord. You gotta chase it then. You want more discipline? Abstain yourself from having sex. You wanna get away from your fleshly desires? Cut the goddamn phone off. Delete your apps with the social media in it. That's how you're going to build up your discipline. Put mechanisms in the way. You got a phone, you got your apps here. I push my apps to the back where I don't see the shit no more. So when I'm looking at my phone, that demonic ass flesh subconscious or click on some shit. Fuck, I'm clicking on the phone. You'll click on it, click off, click on. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? You clicking on it, clicking off your shit for?
You catch yourself like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they got an app now where they you can program it to your phone. You don't even see the pictures. You just see the certain.
If you want this, man, you'll get it, and you'll find ways to get it. You'll find ways to get that pussy. See, you'll find ways to get some ass. You'll find ways to make it 1 minute before you get to the liquor store. You know? I got 5 minutes left. you gonna make it. You gonna make it to that liquor store.
Hey, don't close the door. Don't close the door. Hold it up. I need a bite.
You gonna make a way to that liquor store.
Yeah, in all seriousness, though.
Yeah, man.
That's how you think about how it shot, man. You think about what he sacrificed.
Yep.
Imagine how the answer was something you did fast, man. That's what I'm telling you, bro. I get it.
It's like it's gonna be you going about your day. You gonna be going about your day, going to the store or whatever, and then the spirit gonna say, it's gonna click like, oh shit, the wadi y'all about shot. Now something that you done read 5 times just pop in your head and you just got the understanding of it. That's how that works.
That's man, that's how. Because it won't be no excuse.
Yeah, it won't be nothing. You'll just be walking, and then the Lord be like, remember? You didn't know what the breakdown was or nothing. Like, remember? And it'll just pop right in your head, man. Or you'll be speaking and breaking things down, and then you'll end up breaking up, bringing out the understanding of something that you didn't ever understand. Like, oh shit, that was the Lord.
You edified in that moment.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That had happened to me before as I'm speaking, and literally,
Edified in that moment. You just edified. The spirit just.
I've had plenty of times where, I'm not trying to, whatever, man. We have our fucking moments, man. But I've had times where I felt the wind. It's like, phew. You're like, what the fuck? And then it was like, then I understood something. Like, oh shit. It be the Lord, man. The spirit is like the wind. I literally had a wind come past me and give me some understanding on something. You know? But go ahead,
This is Sirach 39:1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof.
I don't think this is working, yo. Okay, it's
seek
working.
out the wisdom of all the ancients.
Mm-hmm.
So the ancients of the prophets have this. So they may probably be those men that
Lord willing.
Seize the opportunity. That's what this is.
That's what we fighting for.
This is all big. And no knowledge can come close to that.
It says, and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of the grave sentences, and be conversant in dark parables. He shall serve among great men, and appear before princes. He will travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and evil among men. He will give his heart to resort early to the Lord that made him, and will pray before the Most High, and will open his mouth in prayer, and make supplication for his sins. It says, when the great Lord will, he shall be filled with the spirit of understanding. He shall pour out wise sentences, and give thanks unto the Lord in his prayer.
So eventually, that's the way I'm going to put this. Eventually, despite all the hell we catch it, man, the Lord is giving us understanding. He is giving us comfort. At the end of all the chaos and all the crap that we go through, the Lord came through on his word, man, and has been that comfort. That's heavy. That's heavy to really just to dwell on.
Yep.
Precept is from Brother Mad. And it's 1 Timothy 4 and 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine. Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy.
Yeah, read that again. Start from the beginning.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 13. Till I come, give attendance to reading.
So until I come, give attendance to reading. Okay? You gotta read the scriptures. You gotta read, man. Through reading, man, that's where you go get your understanding. That's where you're gonna know.
Faith comes by hearing.
Okay? So give attendance to reading. You gotta read. Jake don't like to read. You gotta read the prophecies, man. You gotta read this. You gotta read the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
To exhortation.
Exhortation.
To doctrine.
To doctrine, which is the teachings of the book. Right.
Neglect not the gift that is in thee.
The gift is the truth. You see, that's that gift. Yahweh B'Shem Shai giving you this truth. That's the gift. The Holy Spirit is the gift. Neglect not the gift.
Hey, I got attendance. This is the Greek word prosection, right? It means to be given or addicted to.
Woo!
To devote thought and effort.
Effort. You got to put in effort. You got to be addicted to this.
And most households are always say, Jake lazy and like that, search out things. Man, when you study things, like there's a certain feeling that comes with it.
Hell yeah, it's a certain, it's man.
You want to search it out. You want to get that.
When you go into the word, go look at a precept, you get the understanding from that precept to that precept, you tie it together. You know, it's fun. It's actually, it's really it's a delight, man. It's a delight doing this work. And it's times where you get little, we all go through it. We're in the flesh. But at the, overall, man, it's a delight. Go ahead.
Neglect not the gift that is in thee, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of the presbytery.
Everybody think that we got this truth. We just came out our ass with this truth. No, this was given to us by prophecy. The forebears said this beforehand and we received it.
Right.
Like when you read Sirach 44, it acknowledges all the great men and all the men that wasn't even, mentioned and written in the scriptures. But it said, there's one profound thing that it mentioned is talking about the seed being blessed because of these people. And Lord willing, we part of that seed that's blessed. Don't we got the truth?
Yep.
We got the truth.
We got called.
His generations shall receive the wisdom. So we are part of that generation.
If y'all look see David himself.
This is Proverbs 1 and 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel.
That's it.
This is the wise counsel. The men of understanding are the ones that's going into these schools. Start with our elders and apostles. We can name names. Start with our elders, apostles, and bishops, on down.
Facts.
It starts here. Fuck the world. If you're going to give acknowledgement to the world, man, this is the greatest thing going right now.
Yep.
All right, so we gotta have a little pride in the legacy that we're a part of.
Yep.
It's a legacy. This ain't no some nonchalant. Just on the weekends I'm going out on the highways, I'm preaching the Bible. How you tell your grandma. No, man, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. And Jake, you gotta act like it. All right, because you don't want to be on that side where you regret. Oh, you was part of the ministry, you was part of the service of the Lord, but you wasn't there. You showed up, but you wasn't there.
Right.
I ain't trying to be that, man.
Yep.
I ain't trying to be that, man.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to be there all the way, man.
That's it.
That's what this is about, man. I think it's
The long haul.